What's going on? It's Frankie on Football here, brought to you by Truth No Chaser. Listen, man, we're gonna talk about this MVP race. Still a tight one, in my opinion, and try not to be biased as possible, man. Obviously, I want to see Dakota win him one, so I had him winning the race maybe up until about this week. I ain't even gonna lie. This last little loss against Buffalo definitely definitely got like a little stain on his stock right now. So, but let me just go in order of uh, from last place to first place. Um, should come as no surprise because I'm a realistic fan, so I still got Jalen Hurts up in there. Simply because Jalen, you can't denounce what he's done this year, man. And looks like they have uh, regressed a little bit in their three losses straight. However, uh, Jalen, he's still producing. It's his closability that got him still in the conversation for me. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, again, the three straight losses have improved him closing out, but the tough games that he's won, and not to mention on the road, the Kansas Cities, the Buffaloes. I understand all of that. Valdez Scantling catches the ball. Kansas City wins. Cool. All right. Sarah Sarah. Did they win? No. All right. Closeout ability. Uh, Buffalo. Buffalo had a nice chance to win that, take that home, but they didn't. Okay. So he closes out. All right. Listen. Clearly, there's something going on, an injury that we'll probably find out later on in the off season that he's been dealing with. But they've been keeping their mouth closed with that. All that aside, if you're able to play, people don't want to hear that as an excuse. So again, that's probably why he's number 4 on my list. Again, until this last week, Dak was number 1, but I got him backed up, and he is on my number 3 spot. All right. When you think of the term MVP, it really should be is the most valuable player. Is this person the most valuable to his team? Meaning, would the team be in the position of success that they're in currently if it were not for this player? That is the bottom line. That's all we should be talking about when we talk about MVP. But obviously, these analysts and fans and everybody else want to bring up all this other shit. Listen, MVP is point blank, period. When you think of the best player on the team, who do you think of? And if you don't say Dak Prescott right now is balling like the best player on the team, then you are an absolute hater. They are most definitely winning because of him. Kudos to the defensive side, takeaways, all of that. All right. Still got a lot of work to do in that run defense, and it showed last game. Because if you were to tell me that we can hold Josh Allen down to under 100 points and still lose a game, I would have told you was lying. All right. So still got to work on that. Obviously, the absence of Hankins played a big part. But I digress. Back to the MVP race. Dak Prescott is the reason why the Dallas Cowboys are having a phenomenal year this year. Okay. Albeit people are going to bring up the strength of schedule and all of that stuff. Listen, he just played who's on the schedule, all right? And he's doing an excellent job and beating the teams that he needs to beat. Okay. We got Dak Prescott at 3. Okay. Now, here's where it gets tricky. And who I have at number 2 is because I am simply tired of us just always praising the quarterback. And that is Sir Tyreek Hill. Now, I know this is going to throw a few people for a loop, but those who indulge will understand where I'm coming from. When you play fantasy football such as myself, right? We know it's all numbers based. However, it forces you to watch those players that's on your team. games that you most likely would skip over and not entertain too much. I would never really watch a Dolphins versus Patriot game probably if I had options. I would never watch a Bengals versus Bears game or something like that. However, if I have Jamar Chase, if I have Tyreek Hill, if I have Raheem Mostert on my team, I just might. You understand what I'm saying? I just might tune in. And because I tune in, I pay attention to Tyreek Hill often. He boy's taking me straight through to the playoffs, right? And it's really like you last year you kind of said, damn, was it really Tyreek that was making Kansas City so nice? But then Kansas City turns it around and make it straight to the Super Bowl, right? But it seemed like there's a delay on that, right? Because now you're seeing a lot of their struggles with their receivers where Tyreek is Tyreek no matter who throwing him that rock. Skylar Thompson, Tua, it don't matter who throwing him that rock. Tyreek is most definitely the one person on the team that you say, yeah, them dudes is beast because of him. And if he breaks that 2,000 yards this year, he definitely should get MVP. So that's why he's number 2 on my list. Tyreek has always been 2 and 3. At one point he was even 1, but Tyreek definitely deserves to be on the list. And at number 1, just so I could show my non-bias, I'm going to put Brock Purdy up there. Now, I know people give him the tag of game manager and stuff like that. And the one thing I will agree with Marcus Spears says, when you think of the San Francisco 49ers, is he the first person you think of when you think in terms of their success or most dynamic and explosive or most valuable player? And I'm going to go against everything that I mentioned before about what an MVP is. But that's only because, again, I'm trying not to be biased. All right? But if I had to give it to someone, I would give it to Brock Purdy only because he ain't dropping the ball either. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, when I think of dynamic players, most valuable, so on and so forth, I think of Debo first. I think of Christian McCaffrey first. I might even think of Fred Warner and Trent Williams before I think of Purdy. But, listen, even in the losses, dude was showing up. I ain't gonna lie. Even in the losses, dude was showing up. So, just to be completely unbiased, I am definitely gonna put Brock Purdy first. All right, that's just my opinion. But if you have a difference in opinion, please let me know. Always comment down below on my YouTube. I got my own YouTube channel now, Frankie On Football. You can come check me out. Make sure you subscribe to that. Also, check out our other content on Truth No Chaser, wherever you stream any of your content. That will be Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Buzzsprout, Pandora, whatever. Check us out. And listen, as always, y'all have a blessed one. Happy holidays, everyone. Peace.